welcome to Colorado. I finally got a shower after 3 days, and I got some sleep too, so very rejuvenated. So right after Scotts Bluff, we went to the capital of Wyoming, which was Cheyenne. Seemed like a nice little town, but didn't see too much aside from the Capitol building. Next up, we went to the Denver Christmas market. I thought that was pretty cool because most of the Christmas markets across the country right now are shut down because of COVID. And I've been trying to do Christmas markets every year since I started doing it in Europe, and I think it's so fun, super festive, and this Denver one wasn't like the best because it was like limited capacity and obviously limited scope, and it was all kind of closed off from the public unless you signed a waiver and stuff like that. But they had a couple of buildings lit up, and I didn't get until the very end too, so that was another reason why it wasn't super fantastic, but the fact that it's even open is incredible, and it seemed like pretty legit, you know, for what it was. I mean, for an American one. I mean, the European ones are obviously way better. What else? So that's about all I saw in Denver. I'd been to Denver like years ago and went to a couple of museums and stuff. Cool city. And now we're traveling through the mountains. Georgetown is the first stop. There's supposed to be wildlife viewing. You can see the bighorn sheep, or supposedly you can. I didn't see any, unfortunately. It's early December, so obviously there's going to be snow in the mountains, but the roads themselves are fine on the highway, so you don't need chains or anything or all-weather tires. And it's super scenic. I love the snow. The rain, not so much. Obviously, Colorado has a lot to see, but one of the main things in this section is just going to be driving through Colorado on I-70, just to see the parallaxing scenery. I just love it. I think it's awesome. So enjoy. So I think that really concludes the interesting part of I-70 in Colorado. So after passing Vail, it's pretty much all downhill from there, it seems like. And then Glenwood Canyon was the next best spot, I'd say, after that whole section between Denver and Vail or so. Because the mountains are so steep there, and there's a lot of snow, and super picturesque. And then Glenwood Canyon's really very narrow at points, and you can see like multiple layers of cascading, you know, steep mountain passes within view at points, and that looks awesome. And we're heading to Grand Junction now, and there's still a lot of character land. I mean, there's gonna be a ton, but I think we're past the really rocky part of the Rockies.